Wait, you said ironclad, the Iron Maiden. Back at it once again. Currently displaced from my home. Temporarily staying over here at the spot with the fam. Be telling me, they be like, Jesus, be quiet, be calm, be cool. Relax, you too loud, I don't wanna hear that shit. So I just gotta tone it down, y'all. Okay, so I don't get in trouble. Cause there's trouble everywhere. There's trouble outside, trouble down the street, trouble in the next state, there's trouble in the White House, there's trouble everywhere. What's the name of that song by Marvin Gaye, Trouble Man? I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, oh no, my bad, that's pushing me. I'm your mama, I'm your daddy, I'm your nigga and your addy, I'm your doctor, what you need? Hit some stuff, have some weed. I'm your pusher, man. Yeah, I'm not pushing no paraphernalia, but I am pushing this line of some of this truth. So while they keep playing with my numbers online, y'all, check this out. My last song, right? Sneak Aside on the French Quarter. I'm recording. For Sneak Aside on the French Quarter, I put out, the song got 40 views 2 days ago, and then today I look it up and it says only 5. Can you believe it? Like, it's blowing up, and it's a dope song. I hope y'all heard that song, you know what I mean? And I'm paying respect to, the East Oakland rappers that don't get a lot of credit, but they're the best to do it out here in Oakland, specifically. Keith the Sneak and BA and Asian Man and the group 3 Times Crazy from East Oakland is by far the best hip-hop group to come out of Oakland. Hieroglyphics is not even connected to the streets. You know, they high up on a high row in the nosebleeds, way up above everybody, because they know stuck in the air so much that they can't see us, because we down in the trenches. And Hyro, for as much as they talk about hieroglyphics and all that, it's the most simple sign that they got as their logo, right? 3 dots with a line going through it, no expression, and 3 dots. And see, that's an eye, and that's an eye, and that's an eye. Them niggas alien, man. They're alien to the streets. They have no connection to the streets. I don't see East Oakland looking any better than it ever looked, with Opio claiming East Oakland all the time and talking about Too Short and all that. Number one, Opio, and that's a band member of the Hieroglyphics band in Oakland. He always throwing lines out there talking about, I used to listen to Too Short. I don't know nobody that used to listen to Too Short that says that in a song. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a attention grabber, like Too Short. When I say Too Short, it automatically makes me a part of the Oakland, cloth or something like that. But me personally, I don't listen to Too Short. I never, ever liked Too Short. Only songs I used to like were the early songs where he was talking about coming out of struggle and stuff like that. All the pimping and all that stuff, I listen to some cats talk about that stuff, but he don't got no game. Too Short is the most simplistic Dr. Seuss ABC, nursery rhyme rap, and it doesn't need to be complex, but to me, when I think of cats that got wittiness, that could speak to a woman in a way that can totally, change her mind about something or help her understand something in a heartbeat. He don't got that clarity, that cloud or that understanding. You know what I mean? So to throw his name out there is like wah. You feel me? Because he's not even in my top 20. He's not even in my class. Too Short. What Too Short ever did for Oakland? He said, create a national anthem for the word bitch, right? Or blow the whistle. Choo-choo, blow the whistle. Fool ain't got not one team he on talking about blow the whistle. Too Short is a scumbag. And too short means you're not tall enough, you're not grand enough, right? His own name condemns him. And so no, I didn't listen to Too Short coming up, y'all. I listened to the first rapper that I ever listened to was when I went to New York with my mother. And I listened, she bought me a Slick Rick the Ruler. The Great Adventures of Slick Rick the Ruler was the very first hip-hop album that I ever bought. Before that, it was Michael Jackson and all of the 80s stuff and some Brazilian music because my mom and father were performers, and so I listened to that music. But the hip-hop, you know, Slick Rick and then Mellow Mayonnaise and all that, some other stuff I found laying around. And then when I came back to the West Coast, it was Ice Cube, the Gorillas in the Mist, Lynch Mob, and then I was listening to Domino, Another Level, Far Side, Heiro bit off of all of them, yo. And quiet as kept, when the Wake Up Show happened and 𝚙𝚘𝚕𝚎 and 𝚙𝚘𝚕𝚎 went head up, 𝚙𝚘𝚕𝚎 dusted that fool. And 𝚙𝚘𝚕 has always been a better rapper than all of Heiro. And the only thing 𝚙𝚘𝚕 was ever missing, he's from West Oakland. Only thing 𝚙𝚘𝚕 was ever missing was like some dope like trap beats or something like that, like something that you would find out of Chicago. But other than that, 𝚙𝚘𝚕 was, you know, he had all the bars in the world. He was better than Razkaz, he was better than Exhibit, you know, just the beats. But those beats they had were 90s beats, but man, they needed better ones though. But shout out to IQ and them, whoever made it be, 𝚙𝚘𝚕𝚎 and DJ Daryl and all them West Oakland stand up, you know what I'm saying, Jay Stalin. I don't know no North Oakland. Once you get up to the 50s, look, West Street go all the way up to the 50s. That'll already let you know how far West Oakland goes into the north. And when you go to North Oakland, what is supposed to be North Oakland, what do you see? $2 million houses. White folks with Black Lives Matter signs up everywhere, right? Nice cars, Subarus and stuff like so. Fabio Jr. talk about, Mr. Fat talking about he from the North Pole. That's a nickname for North Oakland, is the North Pole. But when I go to North Oakland, I don't see nobody selling no snow. So how could it be North Pole? It's not cold. And on top of all that, it's not even a hood. You know, it's some fine, pretty women that stayed out there going all the way back since I was in middle school. Because I went to middle school in North Oakland. And guess what middle school I went to? Claremont. That's North Oakland, y'all. Somebody said that's Rockridge. Exactly, rocks. When you get to the rocks, that means you're north. This fool don't even know where you're from. And so anyway, long story short, I'm gonna cut this one short so I can post it. But I'm still waiting for somebody that has something to say back. I said something to all these rappers about all the nonsense they be talking, and they don't got nothing to say back to me. You know why? Because they're not no gangsters. Meaning they're not somebody that's gonna stand up for their word. They don't stand up for nothing. Let alone something that was said. They so worried about me building fame off of their name by responding back. Well, if I respond back, then that's gonna blow them up. No, it's worse if you don't respond back, because when you finally get around to realizing that you can't duck me, you're gonna realize that it's too late to respond, and everybody thinks you's a punk. Yeah, he is. He's a punk, not a gangster. No, he not.